So we are here today, approximately 4 months, status post a revision total talus replacement coupled to a subtalar fusion with an ankle replacement above the total talus. So the story actually begins a lot sooner than this, and it begins back in 2020, and a lovely patient who's decided to be a priest to do this with us had an injury to the ankle and was diagnosed with a talus injury, for which she originally underwent a ankle arthroscopy with a clean-out surgery, and subsequently she had a normal total talus. This was performed outside of the state in Oregon, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And at that point, she never was able to actually transition back into regular shoes and back into her regular life. She serendipitously wound up here with us. We looked at the imaging, and it became abundantly obvious that the joint had been overstuffed, and what that means is that the implant was too big for the joint. And that created an issue where the joint was actually rubbing away because the metal had too much contact with the cartilage both above the total talus and below. So we opted to do a revision surgery rather than doing a fusion. And this is one of the more complicated versions of the total talus you can do. This is where we 3D print a custom implant based off of the anatomy from the other leg, and we create a porous coat on the bottom side of the talus where you can fuse it into the heel bone, which is the calcaneus. That's a subtalar fusion. And above it, where the arthritis was, we did a total ankle replacement into the tibia. So we are now looking 4 months out from a revision total talus with a subtalar fusion and a total ankle, and go up and down with that. You can see there's about 40 degrees of motion there. And this is our 4-month visit. We are coming out of a brace today. And again, it's been about a month and a half now that you haven't been in a boot.
Yes.
And first time in 2 or 3 years?
Yeah. So, 4 years on and off, but pretty solid for 3 years. I was going from a scooter boot to trying a shoe, back to the scooter boot. So I was out of the shoe more than I was in the shoe, in constant pain. The pain traveled.
But here you are today.
Here we are today, and it's just amazing what has happened, and to be walking out of here without a brace or a boot or anything to help me walk is absolutely amazing. I didn't know it was going to happen today, so it's even more awesome. But Dr. Kane is so amazing, his staff, from day one. I believe that God brought me on the journey here to meet him because I had given up. I felt hopeless from the pain, and then just the medication, and just being kind of pushed off, So I walked in, and he took one look and said, "I can fix you." And I'm like, so I went home that night. I'm like, he was whatever, like in my mind. And as time went on, he gave me my confidence back in knowing that I could get my life back. And I would cry every appointment.
Yeah, I usually bring tissues in.
Yes, he always, yes, every appointment. Because I was scared, 2 failed surgeries is how I see it, and 1 successful one. I'll take it. I have never felt better in looking into my future. You would ask me 6 months ago, I would have, it wasn't the fact that I was negative, but I was depressed from the pain. It took so much away from me. And now today walking, I feel like I'm getting part of my life back. And I am. And I thank you so much.
Of course.
You are amazing.
So you're going to need tissue.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't put on makeup. Just knowing that people like him do care. I call myself a problem child because I was like, was this supposed to happen? And he never once told me like, hey, calm down, or you made me feel valid, my feelings, my concerns from day one. So here we are, and the real journey begins now.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're back. You have no restrictions.
Yeah. This is crazy.
You're going to be fine. It looks beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course.